Hello and welcome back to FEW. Right, it's time for FEW Heartbreaker 2024, and we're kicking it off with a tag team match, a very highly anticipated tag team bout between the team of Mystery, Fernandez and Gabriel, taking on, of course, the tag team champions, our longest running tag team champions, Draconic Empire, Draconic Bear and Wizard. Mystery, of course, picking up 2 victories this past few weeks over the Draconic Empire. I guess they won the tag team bout against them, and they won a singles match thanks to Gabriel taking the counter victory of the Draconic Wizard. But of course now they need to do it again, but with the title on the line. And if they can do what they did in the first match, not the second match, because of course if a counter happens then they don't get the belt. They can maybe get another opportunity next month, but they won't obviously get the title this month. But of course, they do repeat what they did in that opening match 2 weeks ago, I believe that was. Then they will be tag team champions. But first, they have to get through these two. Our longest reigning tag team champions, the Draconic Empire. Of course, they have been champions since November 2022. Or is it late October? My mindset is not correct in that. If I got it wrong on Sunday Night Brawl recently, I apologise. I just want to double check that. That's stats 2022. Okay. They won it on the just before November, so they've held it since October the 30th. These championship belts, October the 30th, 2022. So that was my mistake. But now I've corrected my mistake. As I say, it's still a long ass time to be champions. Of course, they've been a part of 2 different regimes. That's the Draconic Kingdom, with the Draconic King at the head, and then of course they swapped allegiances to the Draconic Emperor and the Draconic Empire. Let's say they'll be looking to get back into the winning motions, because February has not been their month, losing both matches that were available to them, tag team match and a singles match. Of course, they may lose these non-title matches, but they both know how to win title matches. So with the belts on the line, can Mystery pull off another shock victory and dethrone Defoe in here? Dethrone our longest tag team champions, Draconic Empire, or will their regime continue another month? Of course, these pair will be wanting to hold those belts realistically into Birthday Spectacular and beyond, because if you think about it, they'll be wanting to hold them to at least that 30th of October slot, because then they can say, we've held these belts for 2 years. Name someone who's held a championship belt for that level of time. No one has. No one. Draconic King didn't. Obviously, fucking the Draconic Queen didn't. They may have gone for a year, but never for 2. These 2 have easily held titles the longest anyone has in a consecutive reign. In terms of months and what I mean. Wizards taking their aggression out on Fernandez here after what happened last week. Tags out, drawing a bear in. Just sits on Fernandez. I say, oh, he rolls out the ring here. Smart move from Fernandez, but Draconic Bear straight on top. But yeah, as I was saying, the Draconic Wizard would be very pissed off with the fact that I think it was in my opinion, it was the DDT Gabriel hit on the outside the ring to Draconic Wizard that knocked them out. That phased them to the point of, oh, big splash there. They're basically to the point of, as soon as they were against the ring, obviously the barricade, they were kind of out cold. And it looks like Draconic Bear's giving Mystery the exact same treatment they gave them in their last match. But nope, he does the right thing here, and that's send his opponent back into the ring. He's looking to get out of the match right now. And he does get, Gabriel is in. Fernandez rolls out the ring. Gabriel with a leaping drop kick. It doesn't even phase the Draconic Bear. The second attempt of grappling just tosses him off. And now this is interesting. He tags out for the Draconic Wizard. Both kind of hit each other in that situation there. Submission locked in. An octopus submission here. An octopus stretch, I believe this is called. Draconic Bear was going to get in and save his partner there, but just drops Gabriel on his side. Spear takes him off their feet. Mystery trying to get this crowd behind him. Saying no, that's the only way they're going to win this fight is with the crowd behind them. Chop. Oh, spiking their head into the canvas, and a pinfall is to follow. 1, 2, kick out, kick out. Rolls out the ring. Fernandez is lurking though. And Fernandez, I think, cost his partner there because... Oh, here we go. Stops the attempted attack from the Draconic Wizard. I think basically because Fernandez was in the way of Gabriel. And as soon as he stepped out of the way, Gabriel was not expecting the Draconic Wizard to fly at him like that. Oh, here we go. Face off the canvas. Oh! So you got Draconic Wizard taking out the non-legal combatant. Oh! Flew straight at him there. He was taking out the non-legal partner, which obviously was Fernandez. And inside the ring, Gabriel attempted to take out the Draconic Bear, failed. Then threw himself at the Draconic Wizard, succeeded. Just went back in the ring there and took out the Draconic Bear before taking the Draconic Wizard off his feet as well. Kick out of 1 though from the Draconic Wizard there. Excellent. This is already the match we wanted from Mystery. They're just going at the champions and not being scared of them. Because these are two hulking individuals that one look would put fear into anyone. Gabriel tagging out right now to get Fernandez back into the match. Fernandez, wheelbarrow, base off the mat. And the Draconic Wizard needs to get back out this match now. Gabriel's in. I think he was debating about going out, but then Gabriel got into the ring and they were like, yep, no, we're having this. We're having this fight. Sends him into the rope, duck under. Just spins him around from the arm. Arm drag. Goes for a pin right now. 1, 2. Kick out. I'm surprised Draconic Bear's not throwing himself at this pinfalls just because of what happened on Sunday Night Brawl. 1. Kick out at 1. Because obviously he watched as the pinfall happened. Oh! Classic Draconic Wizard there. The Claymore. Tags out. As I say, obviously Draconic Bear just watched as the pin happened and realised too late that there was no going to be a kick out. The kick out wasn't going to happen. Pinfall here. 1. Fernandez went for the kick to save his partner, but I think it kicked out of 1 anyway, even without that kick. There wasn't enough damage done. Sends him into the ropes. Spins him round. Around the world he goes, and a slam to follow. 1. Kick out 1. I do like with the Draconic Empire, especially the tag team of Bear and Wizard. There's a lot of moves we're getting to see over the course of this run that they just you don't usually see them do, and then just pull them out the bag out of nowhere. Fernandez with a thumping fist in the corner, pulls him out the corner. As Mystery regain that little bit of control they had in the early parts of this match. Looks like he's going to tag out here. Get Gabriel back in, and he does. Gabriel comes in, goes up, takes it at the arm. But he delayed too much there. Draconic Bear sends him into the ropes, and a spinning uppercut knocks Gabriel off his feet. Shoulder, pull back, and tackle. And he's going up and roaring at the crowd. I thought he was going to try and do one of his usual taking flight moves, but he changed his mind. Oh, blocked the attempted tackle. Just got him locked into a submission here. Fernandez making sure he's not going anywhere, but punched the ribs of the Draconic Bear. He's now going to go up. And he lands it. Oh no, he doesn't land the elbow drop because Gabriel gets it the way. But that time he lands the bear kick. Fernandez getting in the ring. One. No, he took one look at the bear. He's got it free. He took one look at the Draconic Bear then and said, "No, fuck this shit, I'm out." And the Draconic Empire retain the championships for a match that Mystery made them work for. But as I say at the end there, Fernandez took one look. Here, look, there's the bear kick. Pinfall. Fernandez gets in at the 1 count. Bear, looks, you can't see it, but he looks right at him. Oh, wait, Stud Express. That's Stud Express. That's James and Connor, they're back. It looks like they won their title match. They didn't get to take at Christmas Brawl because they took some time away to nurse a slight injury. But it looks like they're back for the championship belts. But now we're going to move on to our next title match, which is the DKE Championship match between Alex Boyd and Samuel Syfe. Oh, that was a one way to end that match. The return of Stud Express, who just laid out the Draconic Empire. These two are probably the biggest threats the Empire have had to face. No offense to Mystery, since they've put up a good fight over this past month, but I've heard a lot of rumblings backstage of the Draconic Empire being fearful of Stud Express, and they were thankful when the slight injury after the Deadly Bros match at Collision Course took them out of the equation for a short time to nurse that injury. But now they're back, and the fear has got to be straight in them. The brown stains have got to be filling those suits. But as I say, we're going to be moving into our DKE Championship match now. It's Alex Boyd looking to pull off the first major Heartbreaker of the night. Because, of course, Mystery sadly couldn't pull off a Heartbreaker. But they just had their hearts broken instead. But obviously, he'll be looking to pull off a big win here over Samuel Syfe, who's been our DKE DKE champion since August 2023, when he beat the Draconic champion for the title at Summer Solstice. And of course, ever since then, he's defended regularly. He's had a match on Sunday Night Raw, defended it, and he's defended it at every free-for-you event. Been in rivalries with the Golden Knight. He's been in rivalries with Marcus Cross. And now he looks set to begin a rivalry with Alex Boyd, or at least end a rivalry before it even begins. And here he comes making his way to the ring. The champion of death himself. This should be very interesting. Let's say, in terms of championship bouts, he is yet to lose a match. Obviously, he's lost matches, obviously, as champion, but not championship matches. So this would be interesting. Obviously, Alex Boyd was going up for the Undisputed Championship. Of course, took everyone to their limit in the match in January. But of course, Ian Parker pulled off the shock final pinfall over him. And then he got given the chance recently, the first show of this month, to get into a championship match again, where the two MVPs of the two qualifier matches got given the opportunity to face each other to earn a title match. Obviously, Alexander Holland lost to Alex Boyd, who hit the Meta Crisis for the win. And he'll be looking to hit that Meta Crisis once more to take out the DKE champion, Samuel Syfe. as I say, the crowd love Samuel Scythe. It'll be interesting to see the crowd's reaction to Alex Boyd, who hasn't really been in this level of a match before in his career. His very short FEW career. But of course, as I say, Samuel Scythe is no stranger to these championship matches. Having beaten Marcus Cross twice for the title. Having beaten the Golden Knight, Callum Watson, twice for the title. Having beaten Draconic Champion at the time for the title. And of course, he's also beaten the Yeti Darren. So he is... And on top of that, he was also beaten the Greek Giant, if I remember correctly, for the title. So 6 championship successful wins for him. 5 defenses and 1 victory. Alex Boyd taking it to him early though here. He's rolling himself up though. Looks back at the rope. Looks again. Here he goes. Motion. Ref out the way because he spears his opponent into the barricade. The metal barricade, I might add. That's got to become sharp. Crowd loving this already. Samuel Scythe sending his opponent back into the ring. Ref trying to stop Alex Boyd from getting back out. Samuel Scythe taken to the ropes. Lands a drop kick. A very delayed looking drop kick there, but it's an excellent landing in the end. DDT. Puts down Alex Boyd. Bit of a choke out right now by the look of it. A pinfall to follow. 1. Kick out of 1. Right, Alex Boyd there. Clubbing forearm to the back, and he slides out the ring. And catches Scythe by surprise and locks in a submission outside the ring. But it means nothing. It needs to be in the ring. But smart move trying to weaken your opponent. But Scythe just... Oh, look at that for a move there. Look at that for a reversal takedown. But Alex Boyd with a German suplex that followed. What a takedown that was from Scythe. Boyd taking the opportunity to have a quick break here. Realistically, he can stay in the ring till, what, maybe a count of 9. And then climb out. Scythe climbs back in first, though. And fights back first. Launching himself for a Lou bench press. Here we go. So he got him stalled from here. Takedown. And he's saying, yep, this is done. I'm ending this right now. Back body drop. Flips himself up. And a leg drop to follow. Pinfall now. 1. Kick out 1 again from Alex Boyd. Well done. He's kicking out quite quickly on these ones. But the energy it's taken for these kickouts could be an issue for him. Counters out of something there. Thrust up. Neck breaker. Rolls out the ring. Scythe's telling him to get back to his feet. And he does. Eventually. And Scythe takes flight. And misses. Slash was countered. And he counters that attempted Phoenix looking splash. And then the drop kicks. Okay, the counter after counter right now is just ridiculous. These two never competed against each other either. So it's interesting that they're able to counter so quickly against each other. Oh, another counter here. Scythe with a clubbing forearm again. Counter 4 from the referee currently. Count 5. Scythe for another DDT. Sends Alex Boyd like halfway across the fucking arena near enough. Working himself with these clubbing fists to the face. Count 7. He sends him back into the ring. He's not a champion who would take a count out. Oh, we went for something there. Went to grab him there, but managed to get out of it. Boyd counters. Punch. Got him down. Got a submission locked in. A lion tamer locked in. Is he going to tap is the question. No, he doesn't. Scythe gets out of it. He's first. No, he's not. I thought he was first to react, but he wasn't. He's just been tossed across the... Oh! Mocking his opponent's kick-ups there. Wait. No. No. Meta Crisis. 1, 2. Kick out. Scythe stays in this. That could have been Alex Boyd's moment. And he's telling him, one more of these and it's game over for you. He's going up. He's roaring him back to his feet. Uppercut from the middle turnbuckle. And he went for another one of those spinning maneuvers, but got countered again by Scythe. Clubs him again down to the ground. He's got a bit of momentum going right now, Scythe has. Catches the leg. Takes the other leg from underneath him. Goes for a quick pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out from Alex Boyd. That was close from Scythe. Those moves have beaten many a champion and many a challenger from many opponents in his company. And Scythe almost did him in there. And he's got it locked in here. He's got the Reaper's grasp locked in. It's only a matter of time before he taps. He's got to tap. He's got to. Is he out? I think he's out. Ref, is he? No, he's not. He's still in this. Alex Boyd just counted out of the Reaper's grasp. And he just fucking gambol, Pele kicks, whatever you want to fucking call it, takes out the champion. He goes up top. Changed his mind though. Goes at the normal old-fashioned way. Chops the champ. That time he finally lands it. It took him 3 attempts. But you know what they say. 3 times the charm. I think the crowd are actually really behind Alex Boyd right now. I think this... backdrop there. I think the crowd are really seeing a performer here and thinking this guy can go all the way. This guy could be a champion. If not tonight, but in the future. And it looks like they are really behind him right now. Scythe goes back in. Alex Boyd goes back out, but gets back in there. Scythe first to react. They bounce off each other here. Takes him down again. Working those fists against the face. Alex Boyd getting the ropes to assist him back to his feet. So sends him from one side to the other. Doesn't catch him, but catch him with a super kick though. Running in front center. This could be it. This could be game over right now. But he counters out of it. Alex Boyd counters out of it. Oh, bop and sock. Bop and sock. Here we go. Drops him on the back of his neck. And he's going up. With that spiral tap. 1, 2, 3. We've just had our first major Heartbreaker moment. As Samuel Scythe has just lost the DKE Championships to Alex Boyd. I did not see that coming, but the crowd were up for that victory. You can look at them cheering him on there. He just did the unthinkable and defeated the champion of death. And Meta, Alex Boyd, aka Meta, is our new DKE champion. Congratulations on that major Heartbreaker moment. Congratulations. And now we're going to be moving on to our Undisputed FEW Championship match. The Great Giant take on the Draconic Emperor. And I believe this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. This is going to be good. 2 big giants taking on each other. 2 that have a beef with each other. And their collision is going to be epic. But can the Great Giant follow on from what Alex Boyd just did and defeat a champion? Or will the Draconic Emperor be too much for our resident Minotaur? I honestly cannot wait for this match. This has been, what, December, so January, 2 months in the making, ever since he got taken out by the Draconic Emperor in that match with Ivan. Of course, he lost that match, but he was still taken out for no other reason by the Draconic Emperor after the match, so you can see why he'd want this match. You can see why he's pissed off and ready to fight. I mean, realistically, it's the first time Draconic Emperor has had someone of his height, of his build, since really Samuel Scythe at Summer Solstice, and of course that ended in a loss. He hasn't really faced anyone of his build, because I mean, he faced August, small, average-sized guy. He faced Ivan, average-sized guy, and he faced Ian Parker, average-sized. So it's the first time really he's had anyone that looks to everyone in the crowd, looks to everyone who's watching out online. Someone in front of him that looks like a threat. Someone that can counter strength to strength, height to height, punch to punch. But the thing is, the Greek Giant isn't in there with just anyone. He's in there with the Draconic Emperor, who of course watched his Empire retain the FEW Championship, Tag Team Championships earlier tonight. And of course he would have watched them get wiped out by a Stud Express, so the anger's got to be brewing inside him right now. He's also got to be a bit pissed because he's defending his championship in the middle of a show. Obviously the FEW Interim Women's Championship is our main event, and the tag team bout was our opening match. So he's the third match of the night, where he's usually either the start or the end. So he's got to be a bit pissed with that as well. So come on, let's get this match going. I want to see these two just collide. These two titans of FEW. All the gold on the line tonight. I think the crowd will want the Greek Giant to win, because the crowd obviously hate the Draconic Emperor. Here we go. Yep, crowd's rolled up for this. Full support of a possible new champion tonight. You can hear the mixed reaction at the moment from the Draconic Emperor. You hear the boos. Really outpowering. Well, it's kind of even actually. The boos and the cheers are very even. There we go, the belt is being handed to the official. Takes it over to the Greek Giant. Eyes it up and thinks, yes, this could be my moment. Villain Code could finally have a title around their waist, similar to Delta Strike. Obviously when Jessica won the belt, but of course she stepped away from Delta Strike not long after, so he'll be... Villain Code will be hoping if he does win, he stays with them. But we're underway right now. The Greek Giant is being taken down already by the Draconic Emperor. Clotheslines him over the top rope. You see the anger already from the Emperor. It takes flight. It goes over. Yes, the false count anyway. I was right. I wasn't being lied to by people. The ref is outside the ring, monitoring this situation. Great, already into this match very early on, and you could tell they really were looking forward to this fight. Leg drop. Pinfall already. One. I think I took one. Doing here, sends him into the barricade. Oh, and then takes out his leg. Oh, here we go. Weapons time. He's got the still steps. Oh, and he's changed his mind. I think he saw him squirming and thought, no, I'm going to just work my way body part to body part before I decide to get these steps back into play, which he does now. And the Greek Giant one step ahead there and stops him from the attack. But the Emperor is back in control again. He's got his steps again. And again, the Greek Giant stops any serious damage, but gets taken down very quickly again. Kick out at 2 this time. And so he's stopping the serious damage with the steps, but he's taking too long to counter again. Oh, this time he does the clothesline. This time he manages to keep the momentum after the counter. He's got him up. What's he doing here? Good old-fashioned bit of snake eyes on the side of the ring. I thought he was going to go for the steel steps then, but he changed his mind. And instead, he's going for a choke slam, but countered. Elbow to the face, gut, and the chest. DDT followed. And he's saying this is it. He's going to rest in peace. Elbow drop. I think he landed on the throat there. Not good at all. Going by the head again. Head first. Face first, I should say. Off the mat. Here comes the steel steps. Is he going to hit this time? No, he's changed his mind. No, he's going for it this time. Changed his mind for a second. He's just dropping him. I think he's kind of mocking him. He's not actually like fully forcefully hitting him. He's just like dropping him. Submission locked in. It's got him in a rear chokehold here. Guillotine-esque chokehold. You see the squirming from the Giant here. Now he could pass out from this, but he doesn't. Lands the 3 fists to the face. Gets back to his feet and lands a clothesline takedown to the Emperor. Sends him back in the ring. To the corner he goes. Big splash in the corner there. And a knee to the downed Emperor. His turn to mess with his face. With that chop heard across the world. Now it's his turn for submission. He's got a bear hug submission locked in here. Emperor is squirming but counters out with these elbow strikes to the back of the head. And then one of those chops. And he lands a spinning clothesline. Going for the other steel steps this time. Is he actually going to use them, or is he just going to mock his opponent? I don't think you can see him. I think the steps might have blocked his vision there. And he's just been hit again with snake eyes and he's busted him open. Greek Giant is looking at the crowd here. He's like, yes, I think I might win this. I've just busted open the champ. Submission locked in again. Is this the champ's night? You can see the blood on the side of his face there where he got busted. Nope, stays in this. Hits the ribs with those fists. Sends him back into the ring. Give himself a quick little breather. Greek Giant goes back out. The Emperor goes back in. Giant climbs back in. Emperor climbs back out. Climbs back in. But the Greek Giant sends the Emperor back over the top rope. Punch. He's got an install from here. Back body drop on the apron. Goes for a pinfall here. Ref. She's climbing out now. Go for the pin. Go for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. Emperor stays in this. I think he went for the Mintar's maze, but got caught. And he gets taken down. That takedown be enough. I think he went face first. He might have knocked him out. 1, 2. No, it wasn't. It wasn't enough. He didn't knock him out. Oh, here we go. Remember, this is his empire. This could be it. This could be it for the Greek Giant. 1, 2, 3. It was. Draconic Emperor retains. And a match that could have gone safe real quick after that busted open head. I mean, that submission straight away afterward, that could have been night over. And I think, in my opinion, if the Minotaur's maze had been hit there before that welcome to his empire, I think that would have been it. But of course, he countered and hit him with that instead. Of course, the Draconic Emperor now remains your undisputed FEW champion. And he continues on what the Empire started at the opening match tonight by retaining the belt and continuing the regime of the Empire. And now we're going to be moving on to our FEW GB Championship match between August Rockwell and the champion Daniel Baxter. August is of course being accompanied by his hero code friend Matt, who said to him, do you mind if I accompany you? And August said, the more the merrier. Watch me defeat Daniel Baxter and bring the GB Championship back to hero code. And here he comes. So of course, Hero had the chance of getting the title back after August put Max forward recently, only a week ago. And of course, Max got beaten by Daniel Baxter after that Welcome to the Jungle. And then that ended with August coming out and saying, yep, you wanted me in the first place, you've got me now. See you at Heartbreaker. So far tonight, we've had a successful title defense in the championship tag team bout. We've had a title a new champion crowned in our DKE Championship match. And of course, we had a successful defense in our Undisputed title match. Can August do what Alex Boyd did earlier and become a champion? Or will Daniel Baxter do what the rest of the Draconic Empire did over the course of 2 matches, and that is retain their belts? Of course, he doesn't have to worry about the idea of losing his belt after his first title victory, because he's already had his first successful title defense, which was against Max Rockwell, aka Max the Magnificent of Hero Code, August's brother. So he doesn't have to worry about that, but you could kind of say he's got the worry of this is his first title defense on a free-for-you event. Something that, of course, hasn't gone well for him in the past, with Christmas Brawl being a loss. So we'll have to see if the momentum is in his favour after 2 back-to-back title wins. Of course, he's not dealing with just anyone this time. He's not just dealing with just anyone of Hero Code, I should say, this time. He's dealing with their head honcho himself, August Rockwell, aka The Element. Someone who actually was in the original GB Championship bout back at the Birthday Spectacular Night 2 in 2022, the first ever Night 2 event. Of course, he fought Thomas at the time for the inaugural GB Championship belt, before it was called the FEW GB Championship, before we had this whole redesign, thanks to it being brought back after the merger. Of course, he lost that after being hit by the Dragon Claw. So this is his first time going after this belt, I believe, off the top of my head. Since then, obviously he's been in the Undisputed title match picture with both champions, both obviously the Draconic King and Draconic Emperor. Of course, he's been in tag team qualifier matches for obviously the championship belts. But this is the first time he's been in a GB Championship match since the inaugural match at the April event in 2022. Almost 2 years later, and the GB Championship is in his sights once more. Can he finally do it? Finally win a championship belt? And can it be the belt that started it all for him in terms of a quest for a championship? Match under the way though. And he launches his attack first. And he takes down Daniel Baxter. I'm going to go quiet a second because I need to take a drink. My throat has gone bad from calling these matches. Oh, look at that strength from August. Oh, one-handed as well. Drops him on his back. But Daniel Baxter took the gloating personally and showing his own strength with that slam there. Matt just looked away then like, Jesus Christ. August sent over the ropes. All the way over the ropes, I might add. What's Daniel up to here? He's going it the old-fashioned way. I thought he was going to fly out and do his usual air jaguar, but he changed his mind and did the old-fashioned way and just knocked August back to his feet and just telling him, I'm going to beat you like I beat the other two. No one in the Hero Code can stand to me. Because I am the FEW GB champion. And I will remain GB champion. Got him up again. Face first. Oh, kick to the face there. Count of 6 from the ref. August sends him across the floor and he climbs back in the ring. And he's roaring at him. Spotlight coming down your back to there. And he's slowly working August back to the mat. Back to the canvas. Just for a pinfall very early here. Matt's not even looking. He looked away and it was a count of 1, so it was okay. Going for a powerbomb, I think. Yes, he does. Oh, August counters it, rolls him over onto his back, and launches the fists. Gets countered again. I think this time he's going to go Air Jaguar. Yes, he does. A seated senton. And that time he keeps August on his back and launches those fists. Ducks under. Oh, countered. And August again with that strength, that one-handed strength, slams Jaguar back down. Daniel's got taken off his feet, but got back up and caught the cloak in August and sent him back in the ring. Taking the long way around here. Count of 6, he's back in the ring. And August takes him around the world. And clotheslines him out the ring again. And it's his turn to fly. An elemental barrage. Drops him. With a... He's going for a powerbomb? Yes, he does. Swings him around as well. Takes a little squat there to look at his masterpiece unfold, but he's just been taken down with an arm drag. And Daniel Baxter's told him, just don't. And he lands a net breaker. Count of 6. And a punch from Daniel. Back to his feet. Count of 7 from the ref. Daniel's going back in. August is just waking up, so he'll be fine. Daniel's roaring here. August climbs back in. Got him up. Straight onto the knee. And he's going for a pinfall here. Matt's looking away again. 2. Kick out of 2. Matt looked away again then. He was scared that was game over for his boss. Oh, look at him. He's like, Jesus Christ. Here we go. Welcome to the jungle. This is what ended Max's night the other night. 1, 2, 3. And it's what ends August's night as well. Daniel retains, beating the other Rockwell brother. Despite August's show of strength, I think the showboating at times did catch him and did cause the fuck-ups in the end. And obviously Baxter retains the belt. Matt just looks displeased outside. August is struggling. Well done, Daniel Baxter. I'm going to take you back again just to show you that. Welcome to the jungle that ended this. August has climbed back into the ring and he's struggling here. But we've shown you the highlight again. That was a really well hit. Welcome to the jungle. Matt's displeased that he come back in the ring after August did. And August is really struggling. He collapsed back to the mat after Daniel left. What's Matt doing? He's not going to help him. You need to help you. Matt, what's it? Oh no, he's got a still shit. What the hell's he did? No. Ref out the way. What the hell has Matt just done? while I'm trying to process what just happened, we're moving into our main event, which is the Interim FEW Women's Championship match between Amelia and Jessica. My mind is trying to figure out what the hell just happened there. Did we just see Hero Code implode thanks to Matt taking out August with a steel chair? We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this on Sunday Night Brawl. But before we can get to that, we need to see who's walking into that match as Women's Champion. Can Amelia Drakeford win her last attempt realistically at this title, or can Jessica continue her winning run as of late? Challenger will be wanting to get a bit of revenge after losing that tag team match recently. And of course losing their championship match at Rebirth for it. They should be wanting to get some sort of revenge tonight. And here comes Jessica, brushing it off. She's the champion and she wants to remain champion after Heartbreaker. She doesn't want to end Heartbreaker with a heartbreak, because there's been a few heartbreaks tonight. Obviously Mystery had a heartbreak of not winning the titles. Samuel Syfe had a heartbreak of losing his championship belt. Obviously, Quick Giant had his heartbreak of the one and probably only shot he's going to get at that Undisputed Championship ends in a loss. And then with the heartbreak at the end of the GB Championship match, that August not only lost the FEW Championship probably for good now, he also seems to have lost Hero Code as Matt turned on his friend and beat him down with a steel chair to add insult to the already lost championship match. So can Amelia prevent her own heartbreak tonight, or will be Jessica broken by the end of this match? Champion is ready for this though. She's done really well so far with this Interim Women's Championship ever since she won it at Night of Scares in October. She's done really well, beating the Witch Kate twice. Obviously, she fended off Megan, and so far she's fended off Amelia. But can Amelia do the unthinkable tonight and end Heartbreaker as the Women's Champion? Oh, she takes down Jessica straight away. Drops with the legs. Stomp after stomp right now. Ooh. Putting the leg out the socket, that's got to hurt. And she pulls it back in as well. You can see the knee. Jessica's holding the knee there. It was a struggle. Obviously, I forgot to say, this is a Extreme Rules, no holds barred type match. That's why a table is currently being involved. Jessica's been pulled out of the ring there by Amelia, who sends her into the barricade. And then drops her with a knee to the face. Right height as well, that was. Sends her back into the ring. Thought she was going to get a table up there, but instead she just bends the leg into a position that should not be bent into. He's roaring at her here. Ref, she's just... Well, I can't really complain about grabbing her hair and pulling her back because it's no DQ. No DQ, no count out. This is just war between these two women. Sends her into the corner. Goes for like a leaping knee and gets caught into a tree of woe here. Jessica with a stomp. And then she's just abusing her opponent in the corner. And she's going for a pin here. Looking to end it early. One. Kick out one. Goes across. Leg drop. Goes again at the rope. Second leg drop, or a backwards leg drop this time. Amelia back to her feet. And I think she just caught Jessica in the chest there with a knee. She's looking under the ropes for something. into the ring here. She's got a ladder. We've got a ladder involved here, ladies and gents. Ladder thrown in. Amelia back in, but Jessica has her here. Sends her at the ropes. Ducks under. Takes her down. 1, 2, kick out. Stomp right on the face. Rubbing her face into the mat now as well. Lucky she's not bleeding, else they would have been all over the mat. He stomps here. Goes across. Leg drop again. Goes for a second. This time the backwards leg drop. What's she after now? She's looking into the ring for something. And she pulls out a steel chair, which we're still like trying to process the attack from last match. Because that steel chairs brings back some bad memories of the implosion of the Hero Code. And she managed to counter there. Drops it. Leg drop. Rolls out of it. Jessica's on her feet. Counters out with what Amelia was trying to there. Walks her over to the side. What's she up to here? She's got a chair. Went for something. Went to smash the chair into her ribs there, but got caught. Sent her into the ropes. Not a place Jessica wants to be. She goes up. Comes down with the Project Purple. I think her head bounced off the 2. Kick out. I thought her head might have bounced off the ladder there, but I think it just about missed, which I think just saved Jessica's, not just match, but her life, realistically. It could have been a really bad injury if that had hit. Amelia didn't care. Drops the ladder at the last second there. Knee. And she lands spine first on the ladder. That definitely got her hurt. Here she goes. Because she's now seeing purple. And that time I think she did. Yeah, she definitely lands on that ladder. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new interim women's champion. That I think Jessica's head. Yeah, she's holding the head there. She definitely landed head first on that ladder. That was the first one which I thought she hit, but she just about missed the hit. That one there, I think the corner of the ladder definitely got hit. That's why the chair moved. And I think when she swung her over for the pin, I think her head definitely caught the ladder again. But congratulations, Amelia. You've just ended Heartbreaker as the interim FEW women's champion. I don't think Jessica will be done with this yet. Obviously, tune in for Sunday Night Brawl to see where this goes next. If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.